All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Thunderbirds and our home team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now. Have it ending. Squeeze. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Kramer. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Operating from the gun. Kramer. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
We play to win. Let's go.
Down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go on. Go on, D. Check it. West. Go, go. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Joker, Joker.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Right there. 54, right there.
He'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
34's a Mike. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Showing it. Showing it. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, hey, watch that. Watch it.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We own them. Check 43.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Get him.
Looking to throw. Kramer is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Tighten up. Mike 34. Hey, watch that.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, let's get this. Check. Come on.
2nd and 13. And that's Elliott, complete.
The second down pass. Complete to Ezekiel Elliott. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run with Sanders, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. It's Carr, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Hey, watch the slant. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
On 1st down, Kramer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Got it. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. You got nothing. You got nothing.
On third down, Kramer is going to float this over the middle, deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete. Elliott. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
34. Scoot. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check nine.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
5 down. Stand up in. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Back to throw. Kramer looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Toronto first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now they try the right side here. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mike, check, 59. 59.
To throw on second down. Kramer. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
They still play solid. Wrong football. Check 37. Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, Kramer. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Hey, 4 down. 94 is the mark. I'm here all day.
On fourth down, Kramer. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Check the backer. Check it out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
You can't block me. Undercrunch. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Not today, you are. Check 50. Hot something. Under 10. Switch. Hey, Check three.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch out. Bang, 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 bang.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, here we go. Shoot. Yes. Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Exit. Let's go. Drive on. Check.
2nd and 11. This one complete to Smallwood. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He wasn't ready.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and
3. Scoot. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Cover. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Let's go. Hey, well, Mike.
2nd and 9 now. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Sanders. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Kill. He's coming. Yeah. We got double up. Let's go. Hey, well, Mike 34.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch. Watch the twitch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Set, ready. Go to base. Come on, baby. 6. Pull it. Out. Check. Boom. 94 is the mark. Let's go, heavy. Let me know what you got. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Kramer looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Come on, set. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
his running back. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On second down now, it's Carr, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check, 59. Yeah, I got you. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Operating from the gun. Kramer. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's coming. Double up. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Oh, you got D? Mike 55. Hey, tight.
On 4th down, Kramer got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on now. Alert 3. Quick dash. Come. Anyway.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike, check. 59. Come to my world.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kramer. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw. Kramer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hold on.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check in. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. To throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Check 13. Know your job.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 52.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Good track. Check 59. It's 59. Mike the 59. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Mike, check. 59. Double dog. That's the way.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Shift.
They'll go again with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Slam, slam, slam. Shit.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the home team here, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.